Hello viewers, welcome to lecture series on population study and management. In continuation with our series on talent management, today we will discuss about talent management in India. As we have already discussed, liberalization of the Indian economy had impact on restructuring, economic transition to an open market and increased competition for internal and external sources of organization. Therefore, organization needed managerial capability to overcome the challenges, and it was realized that talent management will help in overcoming such challenges. Talent management has become an imperative in the face of today's business challenges. The challenge of doing more with less in today's business environment has placed increasing demands on the workforce to be multi-skilled, flexible and independent. As technology continues to advance, breaking down traditional barriers, new production method introduced, increasing demanding customers, shrinking product life cycles, the criticality of an organization's talent becomes a top priority for the leaders. In order to effectively support business strategies, leaders need to conceive strategies to ensure access to sufficient talent flow and actively engage the organization talent to achieve the business objectives. In countries like India, where the demand for quality hires is rising day after day, it is tough call for a human resource professional to adopt suitable strategy for talent management. A recent study shows that 85% of human resource executives state that the single greatest challenge in workforce management is creating or maintaining their company's ability to compete for talent. Without question, effective talent management provides one of the most critical points of strategic leverage today. Research confirms that organizations that excel in developing their people also tend to be high performance businesses that dominate their markets. Corporate and industries are concerned much on the talent to match forward the businesses in the competitive era. In India, a 25% difference in iteration rate translates into $1 million organizational expense to replace these professionals for every 50 positions in the firm. Talent management has become a central component of corporate human resource strategy and has recently gained increasing interest in the area of human resource management and human resource development. The industries do develop and recruit the talents and manage it, and therefore the importance of talent and talent management has been prioritized in life cycle of human resource activities. The talent management comprises of three different conceptions which are as follow. A collection of typical human resource department practices. B, the follow of human resource throughout the organization. And C, sourcing, developing and rewarding employee talent. Organizations that have declared their commitment to talent management, a sense of passion and pride can be found among those responsible for its implementation. Talent management meet the demand that are associated with increased complexity and uncertainty. To achieve sustainable success, an organization should align these processes with its business strategy. Talent management practices in industry are different dimensions such as workforce planning, recruitment, onboard new hires, training and development, coaching, employee engagement, high performance development, rewards and recognition, succession planning, record keeping, reporting, analysis, culture and values. Talent management practices are aimed for business results like business or financial performance of an organization and workforce results like skill development and professional development. Talent management practices are aimed at improving employee benefits, employee engagement, competency compensation, learning and development. Talent management is the implementation of initiatives and strategy to harness the unique talents of individual employee and convert their talent potential into optimum organization performance. Broadly speaking, talent management is the implementation of integrated strategy or systems designed to increase workplace productivity by developing improved process for attracting, developing, retaining and utilizing people with the required skills and aptitude to meet current and future business needs. Talent management crisis of Indian economy is growing in an unprecedented rate. a near double-digit GDP growth rate powered by booming service sector and resurgent manufacturing sector, the Indian economy is set to surpass all the powerful global economy by 2020. Reports suggest that by 2020, Indian population will have an average age of 28 years. Currently, 60% of the population has more than 30 years of productive work life. Rarely has any country had 500 million people with so much productive work life. However, the galloping economic growth and the young demography bring along with it many challenges. These challenges are linked to socio-economic, educational and demographic aspects of the society. India produces 3 million graduates and a half million engineers annually. India's pool of university graduates is estimated to be 14 million, that is 1.5 times that of China. Yet, less than one-fourth of this pool are employable in organized industry. Given poor linguistic and social skills, equally the curriculums are excessively focused on learning theories with very few skill applicable to industry of today. Estimates suggest that banking industry will add 1.1 million new jobs, retailing will add 1.5 million jobs, telecom 4.6 million and hospitality 33 million jobs. Widespread thrust on humanities based education, poor quality of vocational education and absence of vocational education in the service sector may find it difficult to cater to the demand for the required job holder. The scarcity of industry ready talent has resulted in too many employers targeting the same limited talent pool, thereby enhancing the attrition rate to 20 to 30% across Indian industry. Dropping average work age leading to middle management talent crisis and the challenge of young leading the young. Relatively few middle level managers have significant age, experience and maturity gap when compared to their subordinate. Conceptualization talent management implies recognizing a person's inherent skill, trait, personality and offering him a matching job. Talent management ensures that the right people with the right skill are in the right place and are engaged and focused on the right activity to achieve target business result. It is a complete set of process an organization employs to identify, acquire, deploy, develop and manage the people it needs to successfully execute its business strategy. Realizing the importance of talent management through talent development, the Confederation of Indian Industry presented a proposal to Ministry of Finance, Government of India for making the trilateral arrangement for it is in state working with rupees 2.5 crore per ITI. Corporate India has already awakened to the need. Industries like Bharti, ICICI, Reliance, L&T, Jindal, Birla, JP, Modi, Singhania, Thapar, etc. have already plunged into establishment of institute and university. In this context, ICICI's initiative of talent development is worth quoting, partnering with NIIT to create the Institute for Finance, Banking and Insurance. This will deliver 5,000 6 months pre-trained employees in the first year and by year 3 it will deliver 25,000 pre-trained professionals to the industry. Investing in the Academy for Banking and Insurance in alliance with Manipal University, which in year 1 deliver 1,000 managers who have been pre-trained for 1 year. By year 4, this will deliver 4,000 banking domain trained managers. Another activity of ICICI is creation of slew of academies for banking sales, credit, collection, operation, etc., which will deliver high quality accredited professional year after year. Indian corporate is struggling hard to retain the talent. The CII report on employee attrition suggests about 20 to 30% attrition in Indian industry. The average attrition rate in BPO sector is hovering around 35% in financial year 2007. Average attrition rate in BFSI sector rose from 32% in financial year 2006 to 44% in financial year 2007, and the manufacturing sector is also facing an attrition rate of 20%. The true impact of lost talent is often unclear to management. When talent walks out the door, there are 4 broad categories of cost that the organization has to bear. 1. Separation cost. For example, cost of exit interview, separation pay. 2. Vacancy cost. Example, cost of additional overtime, part-time staff. 3rd, replacement cost. Example, testing, recruiting, interview, travel and moving, training. And last, performance differential cost. Example, customer dissatisfaction, lost business. With this background in view, talent retention is of vital importance. People have needs and these needs vary with changing times and situation. Achieving this requires a talent retention strategy which addresses the 5 major elements explained below. 1. Employee benefit. The key to talent retention is keeping employees happy by rewarding performance. This is through the provision of flexible benefits in areas where the organization can effectively manage and ensure that the value gained from such programs outweighs the cost of managing them. 2. Employee engagement. Research has proved that wholly engaged employees tend to be more self-motivated, reliable and have higher level of organization loyalty. Organizations have successfully adopting employee engagement as a strategy for retaining talent. Tata Teleservices Limited has been taking the following initiative for enhancing employee engagement level of employees. Number 1, organizing workshop. Workshop related to income tax planning, health talks, etc. are organized on regular basis. 2. Open house forums. These are platforms for employees to voice their issues and concerns. Generally, these forums are organized in every Friday on a rotation basis across different departments. The purpose of the forum is to redress the grievance of the employee in their respective department. Talent retention, performance management, employee benefit, employee engagement, learning and development, competitive compensation. 3rd, culture club. Culture club are constituted with the representative of employee from all the departments for organizing various cultural events, particularly related with festivals. The club ensures participation of all employees along with their family members so as to create a feeling of belongingness and mutual care and share. Next, munching zone. The munching zone facilitates more informal sharing through quick snack break at least twice in a day within the office. Propeller. Propeller is a library used by book lovers. Employees feel relaxed at the same time keep themselves updated through them. Birthday anniversary bashes. These are the monthly activities used for celebrating employees' birthday and anniversary. Learning and development. Learning and development is the provision of a combination of training, development and learning opportunities by the organization for the employee that integrate and balances organizational and employee development expectation and needs. Competitive compensation. The importance of financial compensation cannot be downplayed, especially when it comes to key talent. In market situation where talent is scarce, one of the easiest component for a competitor to outdo an organization is its compensation. For example, ICICI Bank suggested that employee stock option plan makes a great sense of retaining talent. Performance management. A basic principle of motivation is the people need to feel a sense of purpose and achievement. The value of an effective performance management system is often underappreciated. An effective process will enable the employee to have a clear focus, alignment with higher level objectives and business priorities, the required support they need to perform at higher levels and obtain the required recognition and reward based on their performance. Ownership of performance management system needs to be assigned to the line manager and the employee themselves. For example, Tata Telecom, the company aims to establish an open and a friendly work culture with a special focus on the transparency of the performance management system. This will help them identify and assess the potential talent who can act as asset in the future. Another example is of Reliance Retail, which adopts the following approach for performance management. Number 1, building a culture of meritocracy. Contribution is measured through performance, what one has already done, and competency, how one has done and future possibilities. Next is developing balanced scorecard based performance management system. Developing review mechanism, weekly highlights, calls for circle heads and function heads. Monthly review is made through the scorecard. Quarterly review meeting is organized with performance against target for all top 50 to 100 people. All employees' performance is reviewed half yearly. Not only this, government is also helping the corporate in talent management. The government's initiative of skill development will help the government to recruit the right skill individual in organization. Let us now discuss the problems in talent management. Most companies and their leaders are focusing on attracting, managing and developing their talent and stay ahead in growing competition. There are certain problems that are faced by the organization in the process of talent management. Let us now discuss the problems in developing the talent management. 1. Confusing need of talent management. Many tend to confuse talent management with leadership development. If the philosophy of the company is to focus on only top 100 or 300 or 500 leaders and build processes and practices around attracting, developing, engaging and managing these leaders, then what about those individual contributors, middle or lower level leaders and early in career professionals who have a high impact on the company's business results and its future? Talent management should encompass and focus on all critical and important positions and people in the organization. Second, alignment of technology. Practices with talent management. Employee and managers find the technology very cumbersome. Hence, having a simple and robust talent management process and technology is very important. Having HR processes which are competency based and strongly linked with each other and are user friendly is must. Tools and practices depend a lot on the process and technology and vice versa. It's easier said than done and hence remains a practical problem and a challenge. Third, sustained talent management strategy. Talent management strategies and initiatives need a sustained, that is over medium to long term investment and commitment, be it cultural, employer brand building initiative for attracting and engaging talent or be it investment in learning journey of talented employees. All this requires investment and commitment. When companies and leaders are busy managing and delivering results on a quarter to quarter, the investment and commitment in talent management takes a backseat, and especially in a recessionary or weak economic environment, leaders tend to become more short term and cost focused and look at talent management as a cost rather than investment. The concluding remarks. Effective talent management requires that the company's business goals and strategies drive the quality and quantity of the talent organization needs. The success of any business depends on having the right talent in the right place at the right time. Human resource manager should serve as a career guide and trust business advisor. They need to own a major part of a talent management process as well as serve as a link between employee and business needs. To do this, they should get involved with line managers for developing and integrating business plan with talent plans, including advice on the ability to meet business goal with the talent on board. Develop people for current as well as future roles. It is very important to have proactively managed career transition. Effective talent management requires not only developing people for current roles but also priming them for the next roles. Equating talent management with senior leadership succession management is a thing of the past. The novel approach requires talent management encompassing a far broader portion of the employee population so as to have leaders at every level of operation, thereby creating a culture of high performance. This will also help in long run reduce dependency on the market and will place the organization in a position of homegrown advantage. Talent management is all about putting the right attitude at a right place. Function skill, a go-getter attitude and an innate drive to excel are what today a leader needs, and that is no longer dependent on the number of years spent working. Invest in the best is extremely important to have the best people, especially when the competition is fierce and the market is dynamic. Organization has to ensure that the selection process is impeccable and focused on evaluating functional, intuitive and cognitive skill. Using psychometric tool along with your gut feeling will ensure you get the right person always. Engage employee outside cubicle, create a value proposition for individual by offering work-life balance, stability and logistic convenience. To ensure consistent performance, it is very important to regularly communicate with employee through formal and informal channels. This is coupled with activities like sports, tournament, hobby classes, outbound leadership, training, etc. that will ensure people continuously see staying with organization as a value addition to their lives. While it is important to follow these strategies, it is equally critical to stay relevant and keep adapting them according to business goal, market situation and upcoming trend. Change is the only constant and hence human resource professional must always be open and willing to course correct and maintain agility to be ready for anything the future throws up. In short, talent management professionals have to execute the organization talent management process. Human resource manager should have detailed discussion with employee regarding the key enabler of performance in a given role, job and develop individual growth plans to the extent possible. This activity should include an assessment of competency, knowledge, experience and personal attribute required for the incumbent of the role. The document should serve as a single reference point for the entire spectrum of talent management activities throughout the employee life cycle, especially for design, training, intervention for need upgradation areas. This ensures that employees see HR as an enabler, thus assisting them in not just performing better but being more capable and skilled individual. This was all for today. In this series, we discussed in detail on what is talent management and its importance. It has the approaches of talent management and why companies today are so keen in the development of talent management. It has a complete flow chart of the process and approaches of talent management. We also discussed the Indian perspective of talent management with all the examples of the corporate that are participating in talent management today. Thank you so much for watching this program.